Hey everyone, here with Stealth Andy, and this is using the new card Mercur, which is a stealth source and also can draw you cards, so pretty fancy stuff. Got an okay-ish hand, but I don't love not having contract or career fair or something, or security testing, so this one's quite a bit better. We got the Mercur, which you can use to draw crazy amounts of card or have stealth source, so quite a strong card. Does a lot of different things. And up against Saul, gonna be interesting to see if this is just your like kind of exchange type deck, or if it's boom, we might explode violently here. Let's start with Data Sucker. Yeah, that's pretty good. Take a run at the R&D for a sucker. I almost would rather special order. Yeah, we'll just special order next turn. We can go in with the Switchblade or the Refractor. I guess the Switchblade's the way to go. He's going to have New Sound for sure, so getting the Switchblade online early, kind of fun. Does he have 2 ice? Nope, so we're good to test archives. So let's pick up our Switchblade. And we can go into archives. We'll get our testing money. And we'll draw off of Mercur. So we're using this to pump our Switchblade, even though there's no ice, right? So see how long it takes him to lock down the archives. It's going to depend if he can find a good ice. Maybe we can play with Astro here. We probably can't get it no matter what. Maybe we could run Siphon to try to drain his cash. Let's see what we can find in our deck. Stealth credit is good. Contract's good too. So I don't think we want to draw right now, so I will put $1 on the Mercur, and this will give us a stealth credit if we need to get into pass like a large code gate later on. I don't know if he's going to have Toll Booth or not. Usually you play a couple in Saul. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to actually press the button on the Switchblade to do it. So it just takes the money. Alrighty, now let's abuse this archive some more. And let's draw off of that. Like to have that earlier, but okay. So we're saving influence on the doppelganger because this is 3 influence, pretty heavy stuff. But we'll be able to do double runs on our contract, which is fun. So we're building tons of suckers. It's not as good as Desperado, but it's maybe, for the influence savings, it seems fine. And if you don't need to check a bunch of remotes, you can do that with your doppelganger. Because this is only the first time each run, so if you can take 1 stealth off a Switchblade 1 run, of a silencer rather, then you can doppelganger or take off a second silencer, and you're off to the races at that point. So we've done 17 cred, that's pretty good, but let's see what he has to stop us. Oof. That's pretty good. Didn't expect the, was that 3 influence? It is 3 influence, so that's a heavy splash. Now if we run a game, we might just explode on a second DNA tracker. So I'm gonna use this. Well, now we've got a passport, which is all right. I have to refill our hand. I don't think we want to pressure too much this time. Shall we transform into Leela here? I think that's going to be the right choice. He probably has to score a fair number of agendas. He's going to do the breaking news thing. Still digging for his current. I wonder if he plays 4 currents. Sometimes people try to play like 3 currents and get away with it. And it can work or sometimes not. So if we use our passport and we use a bunch of suckers, we can actually still profit here. Or we could just write the contract off because we're going to be paying 3 to get 4 plus our testing. It's still pretty good. Yeah, this is still a decent rate for us. So we'll go archives, we'll go take the credit off of this to draw, and we'll go, let's spend all the suckers, we got a bunch of them. Pick up our $6. And we can doppel fairly safely check out what's on R&D. Oh, we're gonna get an access. Can't complain. Hedge fund. Okay. So I'm really sad we lost our shutdown because that would have been the best card against this DNA tracker. But it happens. We actually should have drawn probably... No. We could have drawn with the net Mercur by taking, before we get hit by the DNA tracker, we could have taken our dollar off of this to draw a card. But if we'd drawn like our only refractor and I got hit, it would have been pretty sad. Leave us unable to get into the remote. So I wonder what current he has, because right now he's just not seeing anything. I probably turning wheel. It's not full value, but it's pretty decent. I don't want to spend real money right now. Yeah, I'll burn the dollar for the draw. I just like drawing. John Mastinori actually done quite a bit of work for us this game. So we'll doppel it again for more suckers, etc. Launch campaign. Yeah, this is each run, right? So let's trigger this to get $1. And we'll draw again. How crazy is that? By spending $1 for Ghost Runner, you can get a free card. That makes Ghost Runner so much better. Corporate sales team. Oh, baby. Leela Bounce. Is that a Sansan or is that a prize sec? It's a Sansan, and we bounce an HQ ice now. And if he scores an agenda, we'll bounce his other HQ ice and we can start siphoning him. So I don't think we need to bounce this card. There's the card targeted marketing. Them's the breaks. I mean, what would he even name, I guess? Paperclip is fine. He doesn't know if I'm playing Corroder, I suppose, so it's a bit of a tough call. He could name Refractor pretty confidently. I mean, it ain't over yet. Yeah, I did not expect the Archives DNA tracker, but there it is. It makes sense to like put your best dice on the contract just to like lock it down, kind of. The problem is our suckers are just rampaging. So he's telling me he doesn't have any points in his hand because he would have iced it a second time. Or that he thinks this is going to hold up. What is this? Is that a toll booth? I would hate to slam a toll booth and not even get through. HQ could be a toll booth. At this point, anything could be a toll booth. So I guess we just bite the bullet. Yeah, let's just go for it. Here's a toll booth. Yeah, I mean, I can afford to make the run. And once I get Refractor, I'll be able to break it pretty cheap, but right now we're going to use the stuff here. Do I spend? I guess we can spend on the doppelganger if we have to. So let's just go in for now. C2 cards. What's this? P2. My bad. It will let you use that even though you don't actually access anything. Yeah, I paid 3 and got 3. So he's on 7 now. Let's check out the situation on R&D, perhaps. See what's over here. Yeah, I'll spend $1. Okay, so that bounces me. Let's convert this into a real dollar. And we'll jack out. I think we go legs and see his whole hand just to make sure we know what's in there. Yeah, let's do it. So now we'll see all 5 cards. What do we got? Caprice Nisei. And DNA tracker. Whoa! Interesting. Food. I'll check what this card is. It might be under Caprice. Jackson. I kind of want to save my money and play Sure Gamble Last Click. Newshound Lunch Campaign. We should trash that. I want to stay high. I don't want to get hit with hard-hitting news or mid-season. Even with my discounts, I'm still paying to get through. So testing the booth is like really not going to go anywhere. I guess we'll test server 1. I should probably play the Paul op. I don't know. I trashed the Caprice, but this is not a control booth. Don't be another toll booth. He should probably just res it if it is. Smack us for 3 in. Okay. We're gonna probably not run again, so I'll trigger this for my card. I'm still looking for my paper clip, and we're gonna see Jackson Howard. All right, it's a testing run. Let's see what it is. It's probably just the Jackson Howard. It's an Ash. Oh, yeah, that I care about. Get rid of that guy. So we shouldn't need this for the meat damage. And actually, having lost 2 siphons, we probably don't need it for the tags. So I'm going to draw again. Yeah, this is probably okay. We're going to plan to break Newshound, so we won't get a tag from him. I guess we could get a tag from Gutenberg. Yeah, hopefully we won't miss this card. $2 up front is a little pricey. So he's now seen some new cards. We still can't get into R&D. I guess we can test server 1 until something good happens. See if he wants to res it now. I mean, he's got to want to res it now, right? DNA tracker get wrecked again. Fingers crossed. Because we can't actually break DNA tracker is the issue. So we're going to just take it on the chin if that happens. So how does the lose money work with this? Use them for anything? Probably I could lose these ones. Can he even have it? It would be 4, 6, 9 influence. There's just no way it can be another DNA tracker. All right, we'll convert this to a card. We can doppel for no real reason other than to check this one card. He could be holding a food in the archives, but it's probably not. We could doppel to convert this into the Jackson trash. I think we have to go again, because I want that Jackson gone now that I have enough money to afford it. Yeah, okay, so he probably did hold a food in the archives. Oh no, it's probably not a food then. He could be getting really cheeky though. Okay, that's pretty good. I could hold it for the second or third copies of Career Fair. No, I've only got one Career Fair left, so definitely not. Yeah, that shutdown would have been pretty great this game. Maybe we need to play it too. Card slots are so light though. It would probably be that or the legwork, and the legwork is just amazing with the turning wheel because you can easily get enough counters to see 5 cards from HQ, and then you can plan the rest of your game based on knowing how many cards you've seen. Whereas if you just poke for like singles or even for one legwork, you're never quite sure if you just missed something in there. Say our next plan of action is draw for paperclip. Throw it in the bin is probably safe. Then we can install without paying a click. Break this wrap around. Finding a second silencer is pretty good because then we can turn the doppelganger runs into guaranteeing the card each run. This is a really interesting card. Like I like that it takes work. You don't just automatically get tons of money, but you can do like kind of conversion of things into real money, which is neat. Will it be? Will it be account siphon? So if he doesn't name account siphon, I'm going to account siphon him. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. We do have more contracts to play out. So we'll just put that in server 1 to get out of the way. Alrighty then, let's run our siphon. And we can, I'll convert this to draw. We can pay suckers and break. Take his money, doppel to server 1 for our testing stuff. Let's do the switchblade-aroo, keep drawing because this doppelganger is no good to us. The doppelganger is actually working pretty well in this deck because we have enough ways to use that extra run as a security testing thing or to build your turning wheel. Like, this is a fun card because it's not just free value. I find cards that are like really easy to use are kind of less fun. Yeah, there's paperclip. Yeah. I am broadcasting, but that's okay. I'm not going to do much about it. I doubt he's going to put a barrier here anyway next turn. Yeah, like Desperado, you just get money all the time, and you can spend it on anything, and it's kind of been too strong for that because of that reason, that the money is just usable for anything, whereas this you have to actually plan on having an extra run that's useful and not just a run that goes nowhere. So he's got his Caprice in there, seems legit. That's got to be the agenda, so we're actually now happy we did not install Polyp because we can blow him out with this run. Do we access? I don't think we even access. I think we just go testing run to make our money back. Let's draw off of it. So we're actually running low on suckers, but that's okay. I think we'll manage to have enough by the end of it. So we doppel here. He reses his ice for sure. We have to deal with it. We could doppel over here, see if he wants to res this R&D ice. But we're giving him a buck. That's not bad though. Yeah, let's go R&D. So we'll install paperclip. We will take this and convert it into... Do we even need any cards now? I think I want it into money. So I'm kind of paying a buck to get a buck. Doesn't really make any sense, actually. A buck to get a card is better than a buck to get a buck. But this can be used outside of the run for anything. So in a sense, it's more flexible. Let's see, 2 cards. That's pretty good. Get a food. Card number 2 is sweeps. I mean, this has got to be... Does it got to be another toll booth? I should have bounced the ice. What was I doing? Bouncing the ice, installing the pull-up, and you just run it and bust it. That's... Yeah. Definitely misplay by me, because I right now can't break the refractor, but I do a way to deal with the pull-up. Okay. I guess we draw for a refractor. It's almost refractor, but it's not. Okay. So we may be scoring an Astro here, in which case we'll be able to do whatever. Bounce this ice and go R&D a couple times. Maybe it's even exchange. Yeah, we really messed up by not getting this agenda. That would have been the end of the game right there. But it's just a Beal, it's not even the Astro. So it now costs us 2 to go here. So we'll just save this again and we can surprise them with it later. Okay, so we'll just start running R&D. Do you think he has anything in his HQ? I mean, if he had Astro, he would have already put it. We can go after the Caprice, which is not bad. But I kind of want him to actually play the Caprice. Does he have a way to do anything? I'm going to play just in case. Yeah, I'm starting to think John Massenor would be a good choice because it's hard to keep us out once we're rigged up like this. The only problem is you might make these runs where maybe we didn't think this was a toll booth and we would run it just in case this was a toll booth, we'd bounce, get a tag. Kind of annoying that happens. But like imagine if we were drawing off John and off Net Mercur the entire time. It'd be crazy. All right, well now we can finally handle whatever this is. You can convert this to a card. We still have some good money cards in there. We can double over to R&D. What do we got? Another pop-up window. Okay. So we'll convert this to a card. Keeping is a little cumbersome, but we'll get there. We'll see both cards. We'll probably just win here. Yeah, sales team. Yeah, Switchblade against the Newshounds, it's a huge swing. It makes them just not that good. It does tax our stealth, so we can't run a ton of times a turn. But yeah, really impressed with this card. I think it's a power card in the set. Yeah, that makes more sense than our DNA tracker since it's only one influence. I definitely don't hate the Caprice concept. I mean, it's vulnerable. Like, had we played properly, would have actually wrecked him, his Caprice. But we only play one of these, so there's a decent chance that we don't have it at the critical moment. Well, I think I'll keep playing this deck. I kind of like how it plays. There's no cloaks, so you have the MU for this sucker, and the sucker is almost as good as cloak or better in different situations. Like if you're going against a combiner, you can save a stealth credit just by using one sucker, for example. So definitely a good card to be able to fit in. I really liked how much better Ghost Runner is when you're getting triggers on Net Mercur. That's a fun little interaction. Oh, thanks.